Yo YouTube, you know who it is, it's your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we are going to do like a story time video to celebrate reaching 400 subscribers on my channel. Yes! We finally did it. We finally made it to 400 subscribers. I did a video announcement at my grandma's house, and as you can see here, it's a nice, beautiful spring day in Conway, South Carolina. We definitely get to get our grass cut and everything. So, yeah, let's start off by going back in time to the summer of 2018, because that's when I first became a DJ full-time. See, before that, between the years of 2002 and 2018, I was mostly DJing for my family out here in our yard because all of my music was on the back porch with a iPod, iPhone, CDs, and just playing some background music while people hang out and everything. I wasn't really a DJ. I was mostly a background music type of guy for putting on music while I hang out with my family and stuff like that. But it wasn't until 2018 that my life changed forever. And that was the day I picked up the Newmark Party Mix DJ controller. And that controller really changed my life. And between 2018 and summer 2019, I was mostly using this laptop right here, the MacBook Air 2000. So this was in January of 2019. I started out with this laptop that's in this bag right here, the MacBook Pro, mid-2012 13-inch. As you can see here, this was my first real DJ laptop. I used Virtual DJ 2018 on it, but then used it after 6 months and figured out I wasn't too impressed with the software. So I switched over to Serato DJ Lite, and that software literally changed my perspective on DJing, because I felt like with Virtual DJ, I felt like I wasn't a real DJ because I wasn't mixing, I wasn't, in control of the music. The software was, which is why I don't like Virtual DJ, because it doesn't make me feel like a real DJ, because it's got a lot of automatic features like, the automatic pitch control and, the pitch synchronization, all that weird stuff. So I switched over to Serato in March 2019. That's when I finally made the switch and decided to get rid of my Virtual DJ account. And now I have Serato and I'm loving it. And with my secondary controller, I have a record box, which I'm really loving. It looks like Virtual DJ, but it's got a lot more control with the actual hardware. So after that, after I got the Party Mix, I moved up to the laptop here, the MacBook Air 2018. This is my next big purchase as a DJ, was the MacBook Air 2018. And I used Serato DJ Lite with that computer, and I loved every bit of it. So in April of 2019, I bought my first ever laptop stand for this computer, because I knew I was bending down a lot. I was looking down a lot. It really hurt my back and my neck, so I decided to get a laptop stand to make things more comfortable when using tables, which that came in the summer of 2019 as well. So in the summer, I actually got that table with a table, that same year I upgraded my controller from the Newmark Party Mix to the SR2, but that's a whole nother story. But it's how I grew as a DJ, going from the Party Mix, which felt like a cheap toy because it was cheap, it was plasticky, to a really high quality piece of equipment, the DJ SR2. I guess because I needed the XLR outputs to connect to the PA system that my church has, which are RCF speakers with 2 JBL subs and a Yamaha X32 mixer, and a whole bunch of other pieces of equipment that they have at the church. So the SR2 was perfect to make it easy and convenient for me to plug in and unhook it when I'm done. So the summer of 2019 was, man, I got the Lifetime 4428 high adjustable table, which as we head in here, we'll show you what it looks like. Because I still have it to this very day, which is amazing to think about. See, as you can see, it's a vlog style video. So this here is the Lifetime 4428 table. Right here, this is the Lifetime 4428 high adjustable table that I got in the summer of 2019. And after I got that, I got the SR2, which is actually in this Pro X case. And I also got a Dragon Framboise facade. And then in Christmas, I got one of these, an Ion Total PM Max. And then the other one I got in October of 2019, early October 2019. So I've had this set for almost 2 to 3 years, which is pretty good. Really impressive for this quality of speaker. As you can see, there's a trend going on here. I started out with cheap equipment and moved my way up. And when January came around of 2020, last year, I actually got my first ever lighting system. It was with this ADJ LTS6 light bar, which is covered up by the speaker stands, with the metal park hands, which I have in the man cave. And I also got a table scrim, which I actually still have to this very day. It's torn, really torn, but it's barely noticeable. As we look in here, this was my first ever set of lights. These were a really good price, and as you know, in the making of this video, these are actually no longer being sold. These park hands are no longer being sold because they're currently unavailable on Amazon. So it's a good thing I bought them when I did, because they were really impressive lights, and I've had them for close to like a little over a year. And what else did I get? And November of 2019 came around. I was working on November 2019 came around. I got these, the Toner TW820s. These are really awesome microphones, and sorry about the poor camera work. It's hard to do it with one hand. I also got a wireless lapel, and I've got a lot of cables in here. Here's the table scrim I was talking to you guys about, the Utopia Kitchen that I got in January of 2020. And then when March came around, everything was shut down. So I purchased something to keep me busy and to keep me working while I was stuck in quarantine. And that is where the mixer comes in, the audio mixer, to connect this to the laptop. Well, not to use with DJ software, but for live streaming. So as 2019 rolled around, or as 2020 rolled around, we were all stuck in quarantine. We all know why. So I purchased this right here. And since we were stuck in quarantine, I had to watch what I spend my money on, because I wasn't making much money during this whole thing. The Tion A4, this is where the Tion A4 came around, and this really kicked off my live streams in full swing, where I would do live mixes on Twitch, on other platforms. Yeah, I think I created my Twitch account right during the beginning of quarantine. So I also use Periscope, which is now shut down and merged with Twitter, because it's the same company. So Tiana4 for my live streams on Twitter and Twitch and other platforms like that. So as you can see, I started out with low quality gear, and then that same day, so May of 2020 rolled around. Let's head back in here. Sorry about the whole back and forth. I actually got, so in May or June of 2020, I actually purchased these Ultimate Support TS100B hydraulic speaker stands. And that was when I decided to do the upgrades. I think this was my first upgrade, the Ultimate Support TS100B hydraulic speaker stands. And of course, I bought me a new mixer in the summer or fall of last year. As you can see here, in this Casematics carrying case is my Yamaha MG10 that I got a rock and roller cart to make things easy for me. And of course, we got a 100-foot extension cord. Since I was starting to do weddings, I needed a longer extension cord to go from one outlet to the next. But I think I got that before the fall kickoff, because I needed something to go from my DJ setup to one of the outlets on the church building. And then Christmas rolled around last year, and I got these, the Jbl Eon 612s, after I figured out that these weren't putting out enough power to, to last. So these were actually suffering from the power. It was the lack of power. So I got some louder speakers, the Jbl Eon 612s, and also not only did I get them because of the sound quality, but also the weight. I was also looking at the weight because that was the key feature I needed because of the speakers was weight. And in November last year, 2020, so it was November 20th, I was carrying these things in, and they were heavy, like real heavy. They were 45 pounds each, and they weighed an absolute ton. So I decided to get some lighter weight speakers, which were the Jbl Eon 612s. They actually were on sale during the Christmas season, and I actually got them for a very good price. And then I got a new table scrim that summer. Last summer we got a new table scrim, and I started to get some power cables for the JBL or for the Ion 12PA Maxes there. And I decided to get some speaker stand scrims, which I got the ProRec speaker stand scrims. So I did buy some cheap equipment, and now I'm moving up to more higher end equipment. And I actually got a new lighting system, which is from Rockville. I got the Rockforce 384 DMX controller, and also the Rock Par 50s with the RV LS1 stands, which I just got recently. As you can probably see there, they're my 8 Rock Par 50s over here, and then moved up to the Rockville Rockforce 384 because I wanted to get into DMX. And of course the RV LS1 stands, which will be replacing the Ultimate Support TS100Bs. Since they are a multi-use stand, it'll keep my setup nice and clean and compact. Very easy to set up, very easy to tear down, and it's amazing. So that's how I got the setup I have today. See, I started out with cheap equipment, so that is a pro tip. Always work on a budget, and then, as you go along in your DJ journey, you can upgrade to something better in the future, like a better controller, better lighting, just a better setup overall. The next thing is to get a event table or something like that, because I definitely need a new table. The Lifetime one is pretty, it looks all beat up and stuff, so I might have to look at a, an event table to put my controller on and keep things nice and simple. But I guess with with what I got, the Lifetime 4428 table is good enough for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. This was just about, you know, where I started off as a DJ and where I am today. So, and of course I did so many gigs. I did parties, I did a wedding. This past year I did, you know, church events. I've done company events all throughout the last 3 years of being a DJ. So that is basically the point of this video, is to start off on a budget and work your way up. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Till next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment out. Peace.